guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel. So in today's video we are going to learn about window function. So window function, they are also called analytical function. So we are going to learn the five most popular window functions, that is row number, lead, lag, rank, dense rank. We are also going to learn about partition by. So make sure you stick to this video till the end, because you're going to learn this function in a very real world practical way. So make sure you stick to till the end of this video. So here we have 5 questions. So we are going to use these 5 questions to learn these 5 function of window function. So this is our table. So this is our table, and our first question is asking about find the most recent purchase per customer. So for this one we will have to categorize the customer. We'll have to categorize the customer, and then we arrange the sales date from the recent date, and then we give a rank position in every customer based on the date. So for example, the person who purchased recently will have the latest date, hence will be assigned position 1. So let's just use let's just write a query so that we can understand. So select, so for this case let me just use customer ID, customer ID, and then sales date, so we will first of all going to categorize the customer ID, and then we order them by their sales date from the recent. So for that case we're going to use a row number, and then we're going to use the over partition by customer ID, customer ID, and then we order by sales date in descending. So in descending, that means it will start from the recent date to the eldest date, and then so let's call this one position. So our table is sales. So this is our table. So let's run this one. Sales partition by I guess there's a problem somewhere. Sell dates and average and sell dates. Sell and then customer ID. So let's just run this one. Yeah, so our query will give us the column of customer ID. So this is the column of customer ID, and will give us the column of sell date. So this is the column of sell date, and then it will give us the column of position. So what the window function has done is that we have assigned position based on the sales date. So we first of all categorize our customer ID. We've categorized, you can see they've been categorized. So for example, this is customer 001. It has been categorized from here to here, and then we've categorized customer 002, and then we've categorized the customers using the customer ID, and then we've ordered our sell date. We've ordered our sell date from the recent date to the eldest. So for example, in customer 001, you can see the recent date is 2024 May date 6, and then we followed by 2024 May date 2, and then for 2024 May date 1. So we've arranged the date from the recent to the eldest date. So the recent date has been assigned position 1, 2, 3. So that's for customer ID. That's customer ID 001, because we've partitioned it using customer ID, and then we've ordered it using sales date in descending order, and then we've instructed it to give us a row number. So row number 1, it will be assigned to the recent dates, and then follow. So for customer 1, and then you're also going to have customer 2, the same arrangement from the recent and the recent, from the recent date to the eldest in this category, and every row has been assigned a number. So for customer 1, for customer 2, you can also see the recent date have been assigned position 1, 2, 3. So the work of row number is to assign a number in every row, and then the work of partition by, you'll just categorize the, for example, this one we've categorized our customer ID, and then we've ordered by. So and finally we will have to name this position. So for this case, we've named it position. So if you run this one, you shall have this table. So we can now answer our question, that is find the most recent purchase. So for this one, we'll have to choose the most recent purchase per customer. So the most recent purchase is the one having position 1. So we are going to use CTE with CTE as and then we're going to select star from CTE, where position equals to 1. So if you run this one, you're going to find the most recent purchase per customer. Yeah, so these are the most recent purchase per customer. So I think that one is very clear. Let's proceed to the next question. So rank customer by total amount. So let's go to the original table. Then, so the question is asking to rank customer by total amount spent per region. So here we will have to categorize by region, and then we find total amount in each, total amount earned by customer in those regions. So first of all, let's write our query, select star, and then customer ID, and then region. Since we are finding the total amount, we'll have to generate a new column that will calculate the total amount. So let's find the total amount, sum total amount, so let's just call this one total spent, and then right from, and then we add another column that will give us the rank in every region, that will rank the customer from the one earning the highest amount. So rank over, so this one we're going to partition by region, and then we order by sum total amount, and then so the total amount will have to order it from the descending. So let's order it from the descending, and then we call this column as, let's call it rank. So from which table? Cells. And then we're going to group by the customer ID, and region. So if we run this query, yeah, we'll have to put another bracket here. this one supposed to be, sorry, yeah, and then if we run this one, yeah, so we've gotten the customer by total amount. So our column is customer ID, so this customer ID, region, this is the, and then sum of total, so which we've named it as a total spent. So we've also partitioned by region, so you can see we've partitioned by region, and we've ordered the total amount from descending within the particular regions. So in Kisumu, you can see the total spend we've arranged from the largest to the smallest, and we've given position 1 and 2. So 1 is for the largest and 2 is for, and then for Mombasa is this one, for Nairobi, and so forth. So let's try. So let's answer the next question. So next question is compare a customer current sale to their next one. Lead, we shall going to compare the total, the current amount with the next amount. So let's just jump to straight to the point. So this one, we're going to write customer ID. Let's use also sell debt, total amount, and then for this one, for this one we'll have to use a lead because we want to compare the current. So for example, if you want to compare today's salaries, for example, if you want to compare the today's salary and tomorrow's salary, we'll have to use a lead, the amount that is in front of our current salary. So for that case, you'll have to use lead. So lead total amount over partition by partition by customer ID, and then we're going to order by the sell debt. Next, let's call it next purchase. From our table is from sales. So if you run this one, yeah, so you can see. So first of all, our customer have been partitioned. So all customer has been partitioned. So what it has done is that, so for example, our current amount is 4,000. So our next amount is 2,000. So in our next column, in our next purchase column, we're going to write 2,000. And then you come here, the current amount is this one, 2,000, and the next one is 2,500. So in our next purchase column, we are going to write 2,500, and then so this is our current amount. So the next amount is 0 because customer ID 1 doesn't have any amount after this one. So we'll write null. You'll come to customer ID 2. This is the current amount. The next one is 3,000. So we'll write 3,000, and then you'll come to the current amount here is 3,000, and the next one is this one. So right here, so customer ID 2 after this one doesn't have any, so you write null. Same to customer ID 3 and so on. So that was for the lead. So lead, it helps us getting the next amount, while lag, now it helps us getting the previous amount. So lag will help us to get their previous one. So here is not next, is previous. Yeah, so previous. So we're just going to copy this one, okay, copy, and then you bring it here, and then we're just going to replace lag here because we are searching for the previous amount. So let's run this one. Yeah, so lag, you can see we have for example, in customer ID 1 we have the current amount. So the previous one was head none, customer ID 1. So we're going to write 1. So this is this is the current amount. So the previous one was 4,000. So we're going to write 4,000 here. Also in customer ID 1, this is the current. The previous one was 2,000, and then we'll come to customer ID 2. This is the current amount. The previous had no amount, so right now, and then this is the current. The previous one was, so we're going to, and so on. So if you have found this video helpful, kindly subscribe, share, comment, and like, so that other people can also see the video and also learn. So let's meet in the next video. Thank you.